Here, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Where
One
you
second.
going? I can't
I'll be
entertain
right.
them.
Yes,
I
you
can't
can. I'll be
entertain
right
them.
back.
No, 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 no. Aw. Hello, fellow weebs and otakus, to another episode of Anime Fix. We're your fix for all things anime. I'm Chase.
I'm Lance.
Hi, Lance.
Hello, Chase.
What are we talking about today? It's a little different than what we talked about last week.
Not Whisker Away, that's for sure.
We're not talking about Whisker Away. And why is that?
Because I have been obsessed with Attack on Titan.
It's fine.
This past
Because
week.
I've watched most of Attack on Titan. I just haven't watched. I don't think I've watched season 3. I could be wrong. But I also don't think I've watched. I definitely haven't watched any of season 4.
Okay. I am almost caught up with, so season 4 is split into part 1 and part 2.
Yeah.
Part 2 just aired, I think, yesterday.
Mm.
Either yesterday or today. I think today. And so I am almost through part 1. I'm about 6 episodes away from the end of part 1 of season 4.
Oh, nice.
And yesterday I was just starting season 3, so.
Oh, really? That's pretty fast.
Yeah,
Yesterday you were just starting season 3?
Yeah.
Wow. So you're like really in it.
It's super good. And like every episode is like at the end of every episode they leave you wanting more. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, like maybe they're extending out their storylines too far, but yeah, at the end of each episode, I'm like, well, I have to go to the next one because it stops like mid scene. So someone says something and then turns to another character getting ready to say something, and then they cut. Right? It's like I can't just stop there. I have to know what he said, and so I start the episode, and I go, well, I'm already starting the episode. I might as well finish it, and then it's a vicious cycle.
With you, I don't know if it's like me, like I just can't comprehend it, or if I just get distracted too easily or anything like that, but it's very confusing for me to watch Attack on Titan. I have no idea usually what's going on.
It is very confusing. There are a lot of confusing parts to it. Definitely a lot of like MacGuffins and intrigue and twists and turns, and they introduce concepts that get explained later. It's kind of like you're starting it. So at the beginning, our characters are pretty ignorant of the outside world. So it's kind of like we're put as the viewer from the perspective of main characters or the main, people that we learn about. They don't know anything that's going on. They don't know what's going on outside their home. What happened? All they have is that there's this impending threat, and that being within these 3 walls is their safety. And so, as the show progresses, and as these characters learn more about their world, we also learn more about their world. So it's kind of like we're in a back seat of the main characters.
Yeah. So, because I watched season 1 a couple years ago. So I just watched a recap on season 1, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember all this, and like that stuff made sense to me. It's just when they're talking about like the Eldians and then the Marleons, I don't know which is which.
Because they look the same. Like there's no.
I mean, they're just humans, but I don't know who the bad guys are. I don't know who the good guys are.
I kind of
even if they are good guys or bad guys.
I would say that in both camps there are good and bad guys. I don't think there is a clear distinction between who is good and who is bad. I think.
All right, explain this to me. Who is the Paradis? Like the island of Paradis? Are they Eldians or Marleons?
So the island of Paradis is very fresh. Yeah. So some of the so the island of Paradis is the home of the Eldians that followed King Fritz. So when you talk about like okay, so the Eldians are all children of Ymir, who is the first Titan, right? And when Ymir, they're sort of the people's founder, I guess died. That person's powers got passed off to 9 Titans, right?
Oh, so Amir had
Pretend-
all the powers.
So Amir had all the powers, and then when she
Oh.
died, her powers got split among 9 Eldians. Right? Only Eldians can be Titans. Only Eldian. Yep. Go ahead.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Teacher, sensei. I'll call you sensei. Sensei. With Attack on Titan, with the powers of like Amir, like since she's the founding Titan or whatever you call her, that has all the powers. How did she become a Titan, or was she born a Titan, or what?
So it's kind of a little mix. We don't, in regards from what I've seen and what I've read, we haven't really learned yet exactly what kind of the popular opinion in the show is that she touched the source of all life. Whether that and actually there was a scene later on, like in season 4, where they're talking to a
Spoiler
foreigner.
alert,
Yeah, spoiler alert. This is
it's
you're
all
not.
of Attack on Titan.
Yeah, this is super like I am on episode 69 of season 4 of the
She
series.
said.
So, so like up until this point is everything I've seen. So Ymir touched the source of life, and there's actually a scene where they're talking with a foreigner, and he goes, "Oh yeah, that's God, right?" So like
Oh,
so what the Eldians on the island of Parody kind of preserved as is called the source of life. Other nations called God. So it's kind of like they're the creator imbued this power with this people.
okay. Are they the only Eldians?
No, so there are other Eldians. Okay, so let me go back to real quick the
Go for
island
it.
of Parody. So let's just fast forward to there was a major conflict, and then the king, who is the possessor of the founding titan. The founding titan is kind of the court called the coordinate. All Eldians, all children of Ymir, all of the titans head to that source, right? So they are all
Like when they
connected
scream.
to. Huh?
Like when they scream, when the Fountain Titan screams.
Yes. So the Fountain
Okay.
Titans screams can turn people into Titans. Is basically imbued with the power to kind of like Neo. Let's just call him the Neo of this world. Can control everything.
Okay, makes sense.
Neo is the
So,
character.
so that Founding Titan, whoever has at the moment, can tell other Titans to go and do
No.
things.
So only if they're of royal blood can they really. So they
Utilize
can
it.
Yeah, utilize it. So they
And
contain the
Aaron is
power.
not real.
His
Makes
half
sense.
brother Zeke Yeager is a half royal blood.
Is that just because the mom is royal? Makes sense.
His mom
Okay,
is royal.
please continue.
Actually, there is
Sensei.
there's actually they kind of introduce a plot point that might change some things going forward. So we see Eren Yeager consume the Warhammer Titan, who is of royal blood.
The Warhammer Titan is of royal blood.
Yes, has royal blood
Cool.
in them. So there's this introduction to this concept that maybe since he's ingested the royal blood, he can now utilize that founding titan's power. Go ahead. Question.
Yes, Sensei. The Warhammer Titan. What's their powers?
So we only briefly are introduced to them, but it looks like their power is just so Titans have this ability to harden, like this unbreakable crystallized material that
Oh, like Annie was.
like Annie,
Like,
yeah.
like when she saved herself, I guess, sort of,
Yes.
by
Yep.
not being like tortured.
Yes. So they
Now
have
she
this ability to crystallize. So it looks like the Warhammer Titan, like their entire body is made of this material, and they can create weapons of that same material. Hence,
which is
they
called
create.
Warhammer. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
can create a Warhammer,
yeah.
but it's different than the Armor Titan that just creates armor, right?
The Armor Titan is just merely the Armor Titan can do that same sort of crystallization as well, but they have this body armor that's part of their identity that they don't have to create it; it's just there.
Makes sense.
So anyway, so King Fritz is at the time the leader of the Eldians who possesses the founding time power, and he decides that he wants to remove his people from some conflict that's going on. That's really a oversimplified explanation, but time
Good enough for me.
Yeah. So he wants to remove his people from this conflict. So he and his people flee to the island of Parody. He uses the Founding Titans' power to aggregate all these colossal titans to form these 3 walls around.
There's multiple colossal titans?
There's multiple colossal titans.
I didn't know that.
He has them all dociled within the walls surrounding their city. And
when you say colossal titan, it's the titan that in the first episode where they bombard with the armor titan.
yes.
I didn't know there's multiple of those. Okay.
He has the walls. His city is surrounded, and he basically is like, "Hey, we won't."
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. Where Aaron breaks through the wall or whatever, and then there's a face staring back at him.
Yep,
makes sense. But
so
they're dead, right? Or they're alive.
They're alive. They're just stagnant.
But the colossal titans are actual people, right?
Yes.
So they just put concrete around them?
No, so the Titans, that hardening ability, they use that to create the walls. So they're kind of contained.
Oh, so the walls are just... Okay, makes sense.
And I think that maybe they might have built some material around the crystallization. I don't know, or if that I'm not sure. But the walls are primarily made up of colossal Titans that have hardened, like Annie. Go ahead, question.
Sorry, Sensei, I have so many questions. Isn't there only one colossal Titan power? That you can eat and gain that power. So how are there other colossal titans?
So I think the difference is that when these are pure titans that have just naturally become colossals, because we see so there's a distinct difference between pure titans and intelligent titans, or humans that can turn into titans.
And there's also abnormals, right?
Abnormals are pure titans that don't act like normal pure titans. And we actually see a colossal abnormal titan in season 3.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's super. I think it's possibly at this time in life, it's a super rare titan.
Cool.
Or maybe the Founding Titan created colossal titans, so maybe he turned.
Maybe that's a power.
Yeah.
Maybe the Founding Titan of Royal Blood can turn titans to whatever they want.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Okay, please continue.
But so he created these walls, and he basically had this Mexican standoff stalemate. We won't attack you, and if you attack us, then we will unleash.
And who he's talking to? He's talking to the other Eldilians or the Marlians?
The Marlians.
And the Marlians, they fled from. So did the Marlians take over the Eldinian country or something?
So think of it like there are multiple. So the Eldian Empire controlled multiple territories, and they just retreated to one of their territories, and then built up a fort, and then surrendered all the other land. So the Marlians sort of consumed that.
So King Eldian, whatever, King Fritz, he moved every one of his people to the Parody Island.
He moved most of his people. Some of them stayed behind.
Why?
So I think it's suggested that, or it's indicated that they stayed behind to sort of fight the Marlian rise. So one faction decided to retreat, the other decided no, we're going to stay and fight, and they lost, and then they got put into internment camps. So they're so now these remaining Eldians are subjugated.
Okay, makes sense.
With
okay,
Marlians.
Sounds good. So only Eldians can be turned into Titans, right?
Yes. So they're called only children of Ymir. The Eldians can turn into Titans.
Okay.
So there's some you can have Eldians have children with Marlians, and you could technically consider that child a Marlian, but they're still a child of Ymir. So it's about the bloodline.
So the people that are attacking Parody, like Reiner and Berthold, they have Eldian blood, but are they Marlians? I haven't watched that far in, probably.
So I think Reiner is technically half Marlian, half Eldian, but his Eldian half is all he's seen as, and so he's still put in the internment camps. We don't really learn about.
Oh, so he was put in an internment camp from the Marlians, and that's why they attacked Eldian.
No.
Oh, no, not attacked Eldian, but that's why they attacked Parody?
No.
Okay, please continue.
Okay, so all Eldians are kept in the internment camps. Some Eldians are chosen to become warriors of Marley.
Oh.
Because only Eldians can
turn
into Titans. So they're basically the Marlians keep them oppressed, treat them like garbage, and then they say, "Hey,
and they've
you
done
have
this
a
for like 150 years, right?
100 years,
100 years. Okay,
100
continue.
and I think, or let's say 100 years, because that's when it's been, how long it's been since the start at the start of the series.
Okay.
So they oppress these Eldians. Then they're like, "Hey, you want to not be oppressed anymore and treated like you're important? Come with us, young child under, at 8, 9, 10, 11 years old, and we
Mm-hmm.
will train you to be a warrior candidate. And if you prove yourself, you will earn the privilege of becoming a warrior of Marley, aka
Um,
one of the 9 Titans."
okay. Okay. Makes sense. But so the Marlians have most of the Titans, like most of the Titan powers.
At the start of the series, yes, they've
They
lost
have
a
all
few.
of it, right?
No, so they have
Oh, Aaron has 2, right? At the beginning.
at the beginning. Aaron has 2, so they only had 7, and they've lost a few since right now in season 4. They've lost.
A lot.
Yeah,
So what the 2 that Aaron has at the beginning is the Attack Titan and which one?
Founding Titan.
Oh, he has the Founding Titan, but he can't use any of the Founding Titan powers.
We only, for the most part, no. We only see one time
Where
when
he screams,
does,
right? When
where he screams and he
and
sends
they
all the
all
Titans.
flock. Yeah.
And they believe it's because he touched a Titan that had royal blood, and so
Which
that's sort of,
was Ymir, right?
no.
Was that Ymir? Who did he touch?
He touched Dina,
Oh, Dina.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
the one who ate his mom.
Yeah.
And she was she was of royal blood. So
The
the
one
belief
who ate his
is
mom.
so the belief is that if he touches someone with royal blood, or then he can use that power. Which is why when he ate the Warhammer Titan, it's kind of been suggested that he now can use the founding. Yeah.
Okay, and then Dina, is she important?
No, we read her in a flashback, and
That's it.
She's associated with the Titan who ate his mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay, so that makes sense for the Marlians attacking the Eldinians. Okay, cool.
So the reason why they attack is because they still think that they're a threat, even though they're not a threat. They're just kind of like bluffing. They're not actually planning on using this power.
So complicated.
Yeah, which is what I did not expect when I started this. When I started the show, I thought it was just going to be like this post-apocalyptic. It is post-apocalyptic, but it's like, I thought it was just going to be this ragtag surviving.
Just humans versus the Titans, and Titans are just a monster.
Yeah. It's so much more, and that's sort of what got me hooked. Because I was like, "Oh,
Really?
this is interesting." But then as I watched more, I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is really, really good." There's a lot here. Yeah. So anyway, so that's how they ended up there. That's how Eldians are still living outside the walls. That's why the Marlians are able to control Titans. So that's kind of the overall.
Okay.
Story.
And then all those Titans that attacked in the first episode, those are all internment camp Eldinians then?
Yeah, they could. We're not sure all of them, but like pretty much.
But they don't have their sanity, right?
No,
Yep.
They do not have intelligence. They are all rejects. They're pretty much the Marlians would take like treasonous Eldians they didn't like, criminals, anyone who pretty much they didn't want in their city anymore.
And they didn't have the ability to control them either, right? They just they dropped them on the island and let them roam. Okay.
It served two purposes: to get rid of Eldians that they didn't want anymore, and to create a system of control to where those Titans would constantly keep the Eldians that they knew were hidden within their walls afraid to come out.
Oh, I wonder why Reiner and Berthold were so gung ho about still being Marleon and like not like switch over to Eldion side.
Brainwashing.
Yeah, I guess so.
They're told from childhood that they are the children of devils. That they're, and I'm watching the dub version, obviously. But they're told that they're pretty much their whole race is full of horrible monsters, and that this is their one chance to redeem by becoming warriors of Marley. This is their one chance to redeem their people themselves from this sort of sinful identity. And so like I totally get it. Like even though that they're waging war against their people, they don't see them as their people. They see them as the reason that they're living in internment camps and persecuted and not given the same rights as the rest of Marlians.
Okay. So I'm just looking to see actually how far I am into it. So season 2 ends with Hans sacrificed himself protecting Eren and Mikasa from the Smiling Titan. Is that how season 2 ends?
It's Mikasa.
Mikasa, sorry.
Get
Mikasa.
your names right.
Mikasa.
From the person who gets names wrong all the time.
Yeah. So that's the end of it, right? Of season 2?
Would you say happened?
Hans sacrifices himself to protect Eren and Mikasa. After Eren breaks down from failing to transform, Mikasa rekindles the spirit.
Yes. Yeah. That's the episode where he or at least it's in
where he yells.
It's in that sort of like storyline. So it's either right around that episode or a couple episodes later. He yells and takes down that Titan.
Okay, and then so I'm definitely past season 2 then. So I might be somewhere in season 3.
Okay, you're not that far. You could get caught up.
Yeah, I think I'm somewhere in season 3 then, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, if possible, I can probably catch up and watch all of it. Because all of season 4 is out, right? Part 2 is out?
No, I don't think all of season 4 is out yet.
It's just going by episode?
Yeah, here, it's just going episode by episode. So
if I catch up in time when it's going episode by episode, we can do like a recap like every
oh, yeah, dude.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
let's see
up.
here. They released the first episode of part 2 of season 4. Maybe it's tomorrow. It says January 10th on here.
Oh, it's for tomorrow. How many episodes are there in of part 2?
1.
Okay, so they're not far in.
Oh, hold on, let me. Either this is wrong. Maybe it's the English air date. Okay, there's Japanese air date and English air date. So we are.
And obviously I'm gonna watch it as well, but I'm just being nosy. With Eren, doesn't from a trailer I think I've watched, Eren looks like he like almost turned into the bad guy, turned into the person that he didn't want to be. But because like he's just unleashing a bunch of Titans on people of Marley.
Oh, I haven't seen that trailer. Of course, I've been watching the show, so
yeah. I think it's a trailer. I don't know.
It's definitely kind of like it's funny. Is that or not funny? But it's sort of tragic. But ironic. There's a time skip.
Okay. Keep going. Sorry.
It's sort of not funny, but ironic that he's so angry at what these people did to him for what his ancestors, they say his ancestors, so it's kind of left ambiguous. Did the Eldians actually, so the reason why the Marlians hate the Eldians is because the Eldians, according to their history, persecuted them. It's kind of, but it's also been suggested that maybe this is a lie and they helped them, but they were just didn't like being ruled by them.
Gotcha.
So anyway, it's sort of ironic that they attacked them because they feared them, and in the destruction of their home made him so angry that he is attacking them now, sort of becoming what they said he was, even though
it wasn't like that beginning.
Yeah. They would have probably gone on their whole life and never done anything.
What powers do the Attack Titan have? Because I think he's just like a berserker.
I don't know exactly, but I think he's just a berserker. He does have some hardening ability too, but he's just
goes all out.
Yeah.
I was confused because everybody has like a distinct power, really, except for him.
Well, I mean, what does the female Titan have?
She's a female. I don't know. Is that Annie?
That's Annie. Yeah.
Okay.
She her agility. She also hardening ability. Yeah. So it looks like the first episode is to be announced. So maybe it's today, and they just haven't updated it. I'm looking on the episode list on Wikipedia.
Maybe. So that's what got you into Attack on Titan, like sucked you in, is like the story.
Yeah. Story sucked me in. Like there's the sort of intrigue and the sort of like twists and turns, and it's a very well developed universe.
I
It's
always
not.
thought. Go ahead. I'll let you finish. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I keep interrupting you.
No, please. I
I
was
just
just
have so many
rambling,
questions.
so
I just have so many questions.
please
I
ask
always,
me.
I always thought the Beast Titan was Aaron's dad, but it's actually his half brother, right?
Yes.
That's cool. That's cool to know. That's cool.
Beast Titan was definitely sort of like a because Titans have this sort of distinct look, and then you see a couple that are like you see
Yeah.
the and then the Beast Titan is just they call him a monkey. Like what? There's a monkey running around.
Yeah. But
He.
Levi doesn't care at all about him.
Oh no, and I think
Who's this
that part
monkey?
that right now is sort of my favorite sort of storyline.
Mhm.
Is their sort of mutual. Probably more so Levi on him than Zeke on Levi, but there's sort of like this mutual hate that they have for each other.
Yeah.
Like there is a line where Zeke is talking to him and telling him about, oh, the newspapers are saying our battle is a victory. And Levi just looks up and says, I'm going to cut you in pieces and ship you back to Marley with a note explaining what you did. Like just very cold and just, we don't need to be personable.
Yeah.
You are my enemy.
Are they on good terms or not?
No, they're.
I think
I mean, they have an alliance, a sort of
really?
very tenuous alliance. Like not them specifically.
Why is there alliance?
So we're learning about that right now. So the
Mm.
idea is to. It's still being explained, but the idea is that to prevent the Marlians. Right now, the Marlians don't have a lot of friends. They're pretty much becoming the new Eldians. Then they're conquering.
Is there multiple? Is there other people too besides those two?
Yeah, there's a whole world, bro. Like this is.
Wow, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, just think of this as like. I think I was reading on Reddit, and some people are saying that this is
like United States and Canada fighting, and them not knowing. Well, like United States not knowing there's other people in the world, right?
I would
There's
say
other
more
countries.
like I say more like Europe.
Oh, Europe fighting the United States.
Yeah, no, I think it's more like Europe infighting.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
A bunch of very close related
everybody
nations.
Everybody hates the Marlians then.
Right now, yeah.
So why is there an alliance with Zeke then?
Because Zeke is Zeke 1 is an Eldian, but
Yeah.
2 he's trying to. We don't know. He's kind of like he has some murky motivations that get brought up, kind of like. But the idea is the broad goal is that to prevent the Marlians from attacking, and while also bringing the Eldians back up to catch up with the rest of the world because they've basically been frozen in time for 100 years.
Yeah.
And sort of have this like newfound peace between all the nations.
Okay.
It's the kind of idea. So that's a very broad explanation. There's been some other details, but again, it's kind of confusing. You have to sort of
makes sense.
Watch and see it play out to have a full understanding.
It makes sense though. So all the countries are going to attack Marley.
I don't think all the countries are going to attack Marley. I think a lot of the countries are going to assist, are assisting the Eldians sort of prep, and that the Eldians are going to be the ones to attack Marley, or at least let them know, hey, not cool. You're not going to do this anymore. You are going to stay in your place. You're going to leave us alone. You're not, going to persecute us anymore.
Makes sense. Another question: is part 1 of season 4? Does that have that scene where Mikasa, Eren, and Armin are all talking like at a table?
Every scene has something like Armin, Mikasa, and Eren talking to. Like, what scene at a table are you talking about?
Where like Aaron's calling Armin like a weenie, and then like Mikasa is like protecting Armin, or not protecting Armin, but protecting Eren because Armin like punched Eren, and then Eren like punched him back. I don't know.
There's a lot of scenes like that.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah.
I'll wait and watch it then if it's already up.
That might have occurred in season 4 that you're seeing. I haven't seen anything like that yet.
Is he also a psychopath, Eren? Like the time skip, he gets long hair, right? And like he's just cold.
He does get long hair.
And he's cold.
He was, yeah. We see a scene of him breathing, and like this sort of like cold air is coming
No, no,
out of
not
his.
cold. Like his demeanor and attitude is cold. Like he's just brutal.
Yes.
He is. Like he changed from like being the kid that wants to save everybody to the kid that just wants to destroy.
Um. Yeah, I think that's definitely a transition that we've seen in his character. But he's all. But the thing is that he's just always been angry
Yeah.
ever since.
Now he's just a cold, like brutal, angry.
Well, now he's cold, brutal, angry, but also now he can actually do damage. Like before, when he was angry, he was kind of worthless.
Yeah,
He
no,
was
that's
just
true.
this a little pitiful runs.
Because he wasn't trained or anything.
Even after he was trained, he was kind of useless. Like he would just
So how is he
um,
not useless anymore then?
he's learned. He's actually like his skills have improved. His strategy, his ability to strategize has improved. He's learned how to use his Titan efficiently. He's not reckless anymore with it. He's just become gosh, a well trained soldier.
Oh, he's the main
Like
character
he's
now.
it's always been a main character, but he's a useful main character now.
Unlike Subaru, I got you.
Yeah. Unlike Subaru, unlike Kirito, who I see a lot of similar.
Kirito
Maybe
is also like super powerful though. Like all of
here,
them.
I'm saying, and I've said this to you before and other people that I see Aaron Yeager as a less OP version of Kirito
That makes sense.
because they both charge in with this reckless abandonment. But the difference is that Kirito actually can do damage, and we see Aaron Yeager get his butt kicked multiple
Yep.
times.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
Multiple times. So now like he doesn't lose very often.
No, he doesn't lose very often. He takes the time to think about what's going on. So he doesn't like just charge in. He'll actually
Oh,
like pause and observe and go, okay, this is what I need to do, and then he
that makes
proceeds.
sense. Is Levi still super strong?
Yeah, Levi's the best character.
Really? I mean, he's the Vegeta of this world, so
Yeah, I wonder if it's the same voice actor.
probably is.
Um,
I mean, that makes sense though. That probably makes sense, like of everything that's happening and why they're attacking and all that stuff.
yeah, excellent
What part are you
show.
at right now? Like what's the biggest like part that's happening?
So right now they've just finished. So I'm episode 69. So they just finished attacking the Marleyan port city.
Oh, they actually attacked the port city already.
Yep, they attacked the
Oh,
port city.
and they don't have Titans, right? The Marlians.
They do. They have some. So Reinhardt, the armor titan, is kind of sort of very remorseful of everything he's done. So
I could
he's
tell.
so he's sort of useless at this point. Like he may get his second win, but right now he's just useless.
He's
They
still on
took
Marley's team though, right?
maybe
Or-
not.
or-
I think he's kind of on his own side now. He doesn't want to be bothered by either one.
okay.
Um,
So what's he doing though? Like, is he with like Aaron? Like right now? Like where's he at?
conscious right now.
He's unconscious. Okay.
Um,
Bertold died, right?
Bertol is now the claw. Yeah, Bertol died and is now the colossal titan's now with Armand.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Um,
Such a weird Titan for him.
I think it's a perfect titan for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see here.
Does
So
Mikasa have a Titan?
no, Mikasa.
Mikasa. Mikasa, your casa.
Um, Mikasa is one of my favorite characters too. Her and Levi.
Okay.
Basically, the Ackerman clan
Yeah.
is I think super cool. But so they devastated. They took the Warhammer Titan. I think they might have taken the Jaws Titan, Jawbone
Yeah.
Titan,
I think so. Because that one
Um,
girl got eaten.
and I think there's a couple. The Armor Titan's still there. They definitely have the Beast Titan. And then there was another one, basically not really an aggressive Titan, but kind of like a sort of quick, can carry a lot on her back type thing. Not sure what her, I can't remember her name, but she's sort of pretty much devastated right now. Yeah, they really destroyed them. Like
So they destroyed Marley's port city. Is that what they happened? And who led that? Aaron.
Eren Yeager did.
And then was he just brutal, attacking everybody?
Yeah.
Jeez.
He destroyed it. Like I think we see it from the citizens that they didn't realize just how unprepared. I guess I want to say just how unprepared they were for this.
Really?
Yeah, but because I think they've always been so used to the Eldians being trapped behind the walls.
Yeah.
I think one, they maybe underestimated how much assistance they were going to get from other people, and two, I think that they are surprised at how they're told stories, but they're like, yeah, they're they're trapped on the island. I think that it's just sort of like they didn't think that they would ever
Get boats and go over there.
have the audacity, I will say that,
To come back.
come back and wage an attack.
Oh, hey, look, I looked up how Titans were created. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
All Titans were originally humans of a race of people called the subjects of Ymir.
What I said.
Fritz was the first Titan who became one after merging with a strange spine-like creature in a tree. It's called the source of all living matter. What you said?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. I'm just looking up like all the Titans and everything. That's cool. It's like a spine-like thing. Pure Titans. Abnormal Titans. 9 Titans. Oh, the fragments of Ymir's power. Okay. There's Colossal, Armored, Attack, Female, Beast, Jaw, Founding, Cart, and Warhammer. So you've seen all of them because the Cart Titan is one you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Oh, geez, that thing looks scary.
Which one?
The Cart Titan.
Yeah.
With a long mouth. Okay. So Era just goes on an absolute rampage. How is Mikasa feeling about that?
So pretty much he went rogue when he did this. So
so no one followed him to do this. Aaron did it by himself.
No, people followed him. Here's what happened. He went off on his own and put himself in the middle of this city. Right now,
did he get captured?
Not.
Is that how he did it?
Yeah, he sort of infiltrated.
He let himself
get captured. Not as Aaron Yeager though, as somebody else.
Okay.
He was under an alias. So because he is one, he has been kind of him being able to become a Titan was like really important to the people on the island.
On Parody.
On Parody because of his ability to help them overcome the Titans. Now that sort of issue has passed. Like they've eliminated all those Titans. They've sort of had control of the island. There's no longer that impending fear that they need.
So there's nobody else that is trying to destroy the Eldians on the island, right?
As far as we've seen, no. They sort of imply that it's gone.
So it's all good. Okay.
But they've learned now that that Aaron possesses the Founder Titan.
Yeah.
And you have to keep that protected at all costs, right? If anyone gets the Founder Titan, then they could use it against them.
Gotcha.
So, but there's this history of Aaron being very important to the Eldian people.
Mm-hmm.
And him just sort of going half-cocked onto some mission and them having to chase after him and save him.
Yep.
So what he did is he sort of used that importance he had to make them come.
Oh, make them follow him?
Making them follow him and engage in his mission. So he was sending and obviously to get him back, they had to come up with a strategy. Sort of contain the... So he sort of forced their hand into engaging in a battle with the Marley Fort.
So I'm betting everyone that went. I'm assuming Armin, Mikasa, and Levi went, right?
Yep.
So I'm pretty sure they're all pretty mad at him.
Yep.
Is this post long hair?
This is currently he has long hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
He has long hair. So
was he taken to Marley once before as well?
They tried to. They tried to take him to Marley, but they saved him.
Okay, but this time they actually made it to Marley, and then they destroyed the port town, right? Okay. And what did Levi and like Mikasa and Armin say to Eren when they saved him?
So Levi
Did they really save him, or what? They just come up to Aaron just destroying everybody?
kind of came up to Eren just destroying
Yeah,
everybody.
that's what I thought. Yeah,
And obviously they followed the strategy because like Eren basically said, "This is what I'm going to do." So they built a strategy around what Eren said he was going to do.
and no one can stop me. I
Yeah.
bet Levi could stop him.
Probably, but he's not going to. He knows how
Because Levi wants that to happen anyways.
yeah, Levi's pretty pissed. Levi only cares about one person, the Beast Titan. Zeke Yeager. He wants him dead.
So is Mikasa? Isn't Levi and the Beast Titan like allies? Like have a temporary allegiance, but Levi can just kill him at any time, right?
I mean, he wants to. He's not going to, and until he has a definitive like he has like in his head, his hand cannon. He has reason enough to kill him.
Yeah.
But he's not going to kill him. He's not going to go half cocked and just kill him
like Eren.
Like Eren would. He's going to wait until the opportune moment. So like the truce falls bad. He betrays them. Just is like, give me a reason.
Yeah. So Mikasa, did she yell at Eren for doing that?
Yeah, for pretty much right out of the gate. You know, he turned into a Titan.
Yeah.
What was it? So he turned into a Titan. The Warhammer appeared. He engaged in a battle with Warhammer.
Completely dominated it.
Warhammer dominated the first round because Eren had never fought it before, so he wasn't sure what their power was. And no one had seen it in a long time. So he pops out of the back of his Titan, and the Warhammer is just like, before you die, any last words? And he goes, now Mikasa. And Mikasa just comes flying out of the air and zooms past the Warhammer Titan and uses her boomsticks, basically these spears, these explosive spears, right in her back of her neck, and just blows it. Now that obviously doesn't kill her right out of the gate because of how the Warhammer is designed.
Mm-hmm.
Her weak spot is at her feet, but
that's cool.
Yeah. So basically, the human
is she important, or the Warhammer Titan?
She's only for this one episode.
Okay, gotcha. Because she holds the Warhammer.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, the moment Mikasa at least temporarily disables the Warhammer, she lands on top of Eren, looks at him and goes, basically, what the hell, dude? Why did you have to do this? You were causing us so many problems. So like, they went there to fight because they knew what Eren was going to do, so they had to fight. But they're not happy with him about it at all.
Are they not happy because of the bloodshed, or not happy because there's no plan?
They're not happy that so they all agree that they have to do something, but
because I would think like Mikasa and Armin don't want to do to the Marleyans what happened to them when they were kids.
I think that's kind of the idea is they think they need to do something to prevent like an all-scale war, but they're not sure what the best strategy is. And
this is a war already then.
Yeah. So what Eren did was he sort of solidified the public opinion that the Eldians are horrible people because he did a devastating thing.
Okay. But everybody else in the world's okay with it because they hate Marley.
Well, yeah, I think
Marley just solidified. He just solidified Marley's opinion of him, but not the other countries.
For the most part. Now there were some other neighboring states there, so there might be like just sort of like Team A versus Team B type thing going on.
Yeah.
But what's funny though is the day that Eren attacks, they were about to declare war on the island of Parody.
Oh, so it doesn't matter.
Honestly, I think they're upset that they fought. I think they were maybe thinking like, oh, maybe they would have declared war, but we could have, through diplomacy, prevented the war. I think Aaron's just like that. You know what?
They're not going to do that anyways because they're going to declare war anyways, right?
Yeah.
So not a capital city, right?
We don't know. I don't
because why was the Warhammer Titan already there?
The Warhammer Titan was there. Tiber family, the family that was in charge of the Warhammer Titan, public spectacle of the Declaration. Sure, there might be some explanation that we get in a flashback, but that's sort of the shorthand version.
They came does bad about killing all these people, right?
At all, and there's some people that they're like saying like we killed civilians, and they're saying like they're not. I think it's kind of the best way to explain it is like the way they did in Matrix 1 is like they like, yeah, we killed our own people, but those people are still part of this system, and as long as they're connected to that system, and believe those lies, they are our enemy.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, yeah, I mean, what we did was horrible, but.
I mean, I think he's thinking about like an eye for an eye. I mean, it happened to me when I was a kid.
Aaron's an eye for an eye. That's all. But I think some people are thinking that it doesn't matter because they're still believing these lies, right? So even if we kill citizens, even if we kill our own citizens, they're still at this point thinking that.
You said Aaron and them are killing their own citizens.
So their own people, I should say, not the citizens of Island Parody.
But they're Marleans, right?
No, they're killing. The attack occurred in the Eldian internment camp.
Oh, so that whole city's a internment camp?
No, the whole city is Marleyan. There's a section of it that's internment camp.
And that's the section that he attacked?
That's where the most people were. Everyone was gathered there.
Oh, but he killed a bunch of Eldians too.
He killed a bunch of everybody, and Eldians were some of them.
Huh. Whoa. Okay. But Mikasa and Armin weren't mad at the bloodshed. They're mad at him going off and doing his own thing.
So far, yeah. I think that they
are they still there in the city at the time.
No, they've left.
They left. They went back to Parody.
Back to Parody. Right now, Aaron is in a cell.
Oh, because he's in trouble.
Because he's in trouble. He's got a man bun. He's got his shirt off. He's super buff now, like buffer than he's ever been, and he's just like looking in the mirror and he's just raging.
Why? Because he's in the cell?
Oh, he's just angry at he's kind of back to his. He's still his angry self, but he's a focused angry now.
Weird.
Yeah.
So, who's he have to answer to? Because the captain's dead, right?
No.
What?
I mean, unless dead? No, as far as I can tell, Captain Levi. I mean, the episode I'm on, Captain Levi is still alive.
No, not Levi. The other dude, blonde hair dude.
You mean the Armor Titan, Reinhardt?
No.
Oh, Irvin.
Irvin.
Oh yeah, he's dead.
How long did he die? How long ago did he die?
Time wise, he died 3 or 4 years before.
Where they're at?
Where we're at right now.
But like he died in season. Did he die in season 3?
In season 3.
I'm that far in, so I'm not sure where that's at.
You're almost at the end of season 3, dude.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I can probably catch up.
Oh yeah, you can easily catch up.
But like, so after every episode I watch Attack on Titan, I have to look up like what just happened every time I watch an episode.
I gotta tell you, I've done a little bit of that too, because I was so like, I have to know what's going on because they throw so much like different like subplots, and I'm like, okay, this is way too much to consume in a 24-minute episode.
Yeah.
I need to sit down and read the wiki over and over. And that's the thing, though. Even reading the wiki and sort of getting an understanding and spoiling some things for myself, I'm still very enthralled. And there's still stuff I'm learning. Even though I've read a bunch of stuff, there's still stuff that I haven't read that I'm learning as I go.
You like this more than Psychopaths?
No.
Okay. You seem really enthralled with it, though.
It's very good, but like Psychopaths is something that is just at my core. It's just kind of like
no one likes Psychopaths as much as you. I feel like
people in Japan like Psychopaths as much as me.
Really?
It's big over there.
If you ever go
I
to Japan and do like the crane game machines, there's a bunch of crane game machines that I think have those Psychopaths like replica guns, the
oh, we're gonna
Dominators.
totally get some. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, so I know it's as big there because they have like. So when I was, oh, by the way, I told you that I got Psychopaths Volume 3 coming, right?
Yeah, you told me. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm very excited about that. But when I was in sort of like searching everywhere for it, I found a Japanese fans or not fan site. I found the official Psychopaths website in Japan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and there is stuff going on all the time, dude.
Really?
Yeah, it's big over there. It's not big in the U.S., but it is
Very
big in
big over there.
Japan.
Well, I just
Yeah.
think anime and manga in general is probably super. I mean, is very big over there. So they might have like categories of like anime that just do super super well, which is probably
Yeah.
Psychopaths. Because there's been so much content out about Psychopaths.
Oh yeah,
Anyways.
there's tons of books too. Like there's new books. There's actually a whole series of books, not just mangas, like actual like huge novels released. Talking about like characters before the events of the series, after the events of the series, currently sort of. There's all sorts of stuff coming out. Like there's I think over 20 different. Let me look it up because I actually have it.
You're good. So why do you think it's not as big as like say Attack on Titan or like Demon Slayer or any of those? Next one you got to watch Demon Slayer because you'll probably get hooked like Attack on Titan.
Um, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I'd be guessing.
Is Attack on Titan manga finished?
There are. I was at the bookstore today. I think there's like 32 volumes. I'm not sure if it's finished. I imagine it's finished if they're almost done with the anime.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see here. Okay, so here's
Yeah, it's finished.
so here is just I'll kind of run through it real quickly. So there's Psychopath Genesis, the Inspector Kogami series, Psychopath Zero, the Monster with No Name, Enforcer Shinya Kogami, Psychopath Asylum, uh, Chaser Kaguri, Psychopath's Novel, Gaku and Psychopaths 2, the official profiling book, the movie novelizations, Sinners of the System novelization, and then Psychopaths 3 novelization. There's tons of books.
That's awesome.
I actually skipped over some of them, so.
Guess when the manga ended?
When?
April 9th, 2021. It just ended like last year.
Oh, really?
Which is probably why they did like a part 1 and part 2 so they can see how it ended to copy.
Yeah.
Cuz that happens a lot. So like Dragon Ball Super, the anime took a hiatus because the manga hadn't caught up already to it, so they had to wait for the source material to make the anime.
It's crazy when that happens. You'd think that there'd be like more of
Well, I mean, it's easier for the anime because you just got to copy the manga. The manga, the creator has to think of new things that's going to happen.
But aren't most animes adapted from the manga? Like they're not just copies, right? They're actually like creating new stories. Not every anime does it.
Most of the time, the big animes just copy it. I mean, like with Super, they changed some of the stuff. Like with Super, they changed like who beat Kefla in the Tournament of Power, but mostly everything else was the same. Now, like Tokyo Ghoul, anime changed a lot. Yeah. So like I guess it's like hit and miss, but like they still have a source material to look at. They don't have to come up with something.
Honestly, I think it's better when you adapt from the source material versus create your own.
You think so? Like with Tokyo Ghoul, because that didn't end well. but you don't know because you didn't watch. I mean, because you didn't read the manga, right? Tokyo Ghoul.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, so you only know the.
So
you know how season 2 and season 3 of Tokyo Ghoul felt kind of flat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like manga of Tokyo Ghoul is way better. And in those two, the first season,
it doesn't mean
they copied the manga really, really well.
It doesn't mean that there can't be poor adaptations. Like sometimes people just suck at adapting things, but I think
that's fair.
You have a better chance if you have a source material.
Like Seven Deadly Sins animation, it's poorly adapted.
I know you were saying that like after season one, the animation just took a big dip.
Yeah, I mean, like when I love Seven Deadly Sins. It's a great anime in my opinion. But like, there's a point when I was watching like way down the line of like season 3 or 4, I think, wherever it's at. There's a point where I just stopped watching because I was like, this anime is just garbage. I can't even pay attention.
Isn't that just stinks? Like when you're like, I can think of other shows where I've watched it and I really want to watch it, but they've just done such a horrible job, and you're just like, I'm not interested anymore. You've lost me.
Oh, did you see Solo Leveling is getting a anime? The one that I keep talking about, the manga?
Yes, you told me that. We're gonna have to talk about
Bro.
that.
Well, because the manga just finished like a month ago. Then I read it all, but man, it was so good. So good. So good.
I am not allowed to buy any other manga until I finish Silent Voice.
You don't have to buy it. There is an app that I have that I pay like $3 a month for, that has like a bunch of different like manga on it, and Solo Leveling's on there.
Ooh.
It is legal for anyone listening.
um,
But
trying to think if I know.
I've been
Is
get-
it
I've
comma?
been
Is
get-
it co- Is
is
it
it what?
comma? What's the app?
Viz Media.
Okay, I haven't heard of it.
Yeah. It's
But,
South Korean as well. So it's not a manga. It is they call it something else. Mangukan or something like that. Mangukin? Yeah, Mangukin.
what's
I'm
the
pretty sure.
difference?
One's made by Japan, one's made by Korea. South Korea.
Oh, okay.
They
So
just call it something else.
same sort of concept, but different.
They just call it different, yeah. Um I'm looking it up real quick. Oh no, so it's not that. It's a I can't say it. Mawa? Mawa. I think it's called Mawa. That's what Koreans call it. It's a Mawa.
Okay. Cool.
Mahwa. I don't know how to say it. I'm gonna pronounce it like an American and say Mawa. Mawa. But yeah, bro, it's Soul Leveling is probably one of my like if I had to label them in tiers of like all the manga and anime I've watched, it's up there in S plus with Dragon Ball Z. I won't put anybody else up there with S plus besides those two.
I think one I don't know. Let's see here.
You
There's a
can also
mom.
you can also buy it like at Books A Million or Barnes Noble though.
Probably. The one that I'm kind of interested to start reading is oh, I think it's called Brave, is what it is.
Brave. Is
Brave.
it a manga?
It is. I'm trying to look up the full name, but it looks good. Like the artwork looks
Brave
really
10?
cool. No, I don't think so. Brave.
Brave Hero.
Ooh, you said Brave Hero.
Yeah. Brave 10 keeps popping up.
Here, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Where you going? I can't entertain them.
Yes,
I
you
can't
can.
entertain
I'll be right
them.
back.
No. Aw. Hello, guys. We're almost at the end of this episode. But Lance just wanted to leave us again. I think it might be a good idea to start doing some tier ranking. It'd be kind of cool. I don't know. I'm gonna try to start watching Attack on Titan again, so that way I can catch up to where Lance is, so we can start talking about it on like a weekly basis. That would be kind of cool to see like what's happening in the show. I don't know what anime or like manga he's talking about, but it's not popping up. I mean, Brave 10 popped up and some other ones popped up, but I have no idea. I'm really excited for Solo Leveling though. I can't wait for that. It just finished. I'm gonna see when the anime comes out. I don't know. Solo Leveling anime officially confirmed by the creator. That was like 8 days ago. That's pretty exciting. But man, I really hope they do it justice. I think the people that are making Solo Leveling, I'm pretty sure that that studio is the same studio that made Demon Slayer, I think. I'm making sure though. looking through it.
So it's actually Blame is what it's called.
Blame. Okay.
It's by the same author who wrote Abra.
Oh. What that is. Never mind, people. Sorry. It's the people that the studio that's making Solo Leveling is the same. Is called Studio Mir. They're the ones that made the TV show like Legends of Korra and Dota Dragon's Blood. So it should still be good animation. I was telling people about Solo Leveling. But I think we're getting close to time, bro.
Okay.
So you want me to catch up to you with Attack on Titan, right? And then do you want to talk about what do you want to talk about next week? Do you want to still want to do like our weekly movies and then like do a summary at the beginning of our thoughts or what? Do you think that'd be too much?
Oh, I don't know. That might be too much.
I think so too.
We'll
do it on the fly. How's that sound?
On the fly is fine. Yeah, we let's keep it flexible. I still want to watch Belle.
Okay. I still want to watch Whisker Away. Did you actually watch Whisker Away or not?
No, I've been so. That's why I was so glad.
I know.
Because it was it was getting to be like 11 o'clock last night, and I was still watching. And you're like, "Hey, do you want to talk about Attack on Titan instead?" Then I was like, "Yes, please," because I don't want to go to bed. I don't want to go to bed at 4 a.m.
I know. Well, your text. I thought that's what you were thinking, but like when you text back, it's like, yeah, we can if you want. I was like, do you not want to talk about Attack on Titan?
No, I was glad I did, but I was like, we said to Whisker Away, and I was fully prepared to like watch it and be prepared, be ready. But I was glad
to watch Whisker Away just in case. Again,
I want to what?
Do you want to prepare for next week for Whisker Away, or do you want to?
I want to do Belle. I want to do Belle next week.
I mean, I'll try. It's already Sunday.
You just gotta buy tickets.
I know, but you don't want to watch the sub one. I don't want to drive all the way down there.
It's fine. Then you watch what you want, and
I want to watch it with you.
Then you're gonna have to come with me to the dub one because that's when's
the dub one?
It's every day.
Is it every day, but only down there?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Why is it only down there? What's so good about down there? What's so good about down there? It's not the capital. That's not the capital.
That theater bought the license to play it there. So
how far away is it? Tell me the time.
From you?
From me.
I
mean, if it's over 2 hours, I won't do it.
It's gonna be over 2 hours, dude.
I will drive an hour and a half for you, but I won't drive 2.
I don't know why I'm doing this. You're perfectly capable of doing this. Unless
you want to come pick me up, take me, and then drop me back off.
Actually, dude, it is an hour and 14 minutes.
Really? That's it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's what it says. I mean, you're going to be on highway most of the time. You're not going to be driving. Oh, maybe, okay. At an hour and 14 minutes from a normal driver, the way you drive, it might take
hour and a half.
Yeah. Yeah, saying right now.
Okay. So you typed in only from city to city. What's the address of the movie theater? Because that movie theater could be on the other side of that city.
Oh my gosh. All right, hold on.
Which is easily 30 minutes.
Is it really?
Probably.
Is it really 30 minutes? All right.
That city's pretty big.
Times.
Is it the Regal? Is it the Regal and RPX? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay, it's an hour 15 minutes.
There you go.
All right. If not, I'll try to find it somewhere, okay? Even if it's not in dub. I'll let you know.
We should probably buy our ticket. I don't know.
It's not going to be popular.
Are you sure, dude?
It's not Spider-Man Far From Home, so don't worry about it.
I swear.
You can go and buy your tickets. It's cool, but I'm gonna see where else it's playing.
Will your wife be joining us? Or will it just be you and I? It's
Probably
fine.
just me and you. I would say it just depends because of the little guy.
If it's only an hour and a half for you to get there, I
And then
mean,
2 hour movie and an hour drive back. That's 5 hours.
that's
I
what it
mean,
was
it's
going to
4
be
hours, but
anyway. That was going to be what it was in anyway if you had gone to the other theater.
that's fine. Well, I'll let you know. How's that? We will watch Bell. I will find a way to watch it.
Okay, we're going to do it on Saturday.
Okay.
I think that's what you said is...
Yeah, it'd be best, I think.
Okay, make sure.
Alrighty.
All right, is that it for us?
That's it for us. We will catch everyone next time when we talk about Bell.
Bye.